Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Hello there, welcome back.
So we have a channeled message from Mother Mary, who is one of our main guides and somebody that's been with us the whole time.
Yes, we have information from Mother Mary, and I do just want to say that this information, when I do channel it, it's information. It's what I get. I can't always explain it. I can't sometimes even understand it myself, and sometimes we get asked questions and I just bring in her energy and I send out what she's telling me. I don't always understand it. I just want to preface that.
And so, Cindy herself is not really acquainted with all the prophecies of Fatima and everything. And before we get going, just want to invite everybody to subscribe for new content, as they would say, and click the little bell to both channels, Evolutionary Energy Arts and EEARTS. They both have unique material. So we see Portugal here, and this is where Fatima is, beautiful piece of our world. And what happened was a miracle with the sun, so they say. Again, October 1917. So this is at the time of World War I. Over 70,000 people saw the sun dancing in the sky. And 3 little children received a message from Mother Mary. And of course, these children, as are most of the people in Portugal and Spain at that time, and even nowadays, devout Catholic. And again, this was a message, just like so many others, that when we get a true message from an amazing being that we could call an ascended master of sorts, an amazing spiritual guide, a literal angel of a being, it gets twisted by the powers that be. This is what happens because, again, the powers that be are not benevolent beings. They just aren't. The whole problem, as we know, with Earth, for those of you that follow this channel and others like this, is that it's the controllers, it's the system upon the Earth that is the problem in the first place. And so many of you have seen all those newspapers and in the grocery store aisles, third secret of Fatima, finally revealed, and all this. And it's a controversy. And so we'll let you listen to Mary's words coming out of Cindy's mouth that she got the info from. So these 3 young children received that message, as you can see them. And this really, it kind of means a little bit more to me too. I have a photo of my dad when he was about that age with his half sister and half brother, and they also received a message from Mary, and she's been one of my guides forever. And there was some sort of connection, I guess, going through my father.
You have a very strong connection because when we did this channeling, you and I held hands. We circuited the energy, and that buzz was very powerful. So I know I got information from your relationship with her came through me, and that was a buzz that was so physical. I don't think I felt energy that strong before.
That was neat because usually I'll pick up messages that Cindy's getting, and here I was actually being used as the receiver, so to speak, for Cindy, which was inverse of what we usually have. So there's been all sorts of conjecture on these prophecies, and let's just say straight out that what's out there in public, what we got from Mary, is it's not real. It's not what was actually said at all. But why would you expect it to be? Again, why would you expect it to be? Do you believe that the Vatican is full of saints? Do you know the history of the Catholic Church? Do we understand, again, that Satan, the adversary, is the one that rules this planet? And so when we have the mainstream version of things, we have Satan's version. It's just that simple.
And I do want to add that I get this information because it's coming from a beautiful, benevolent being, and you guys get so much from these sessions, but I am a little nervous of putting this energy out because it is contradicting the big system. That makes me fearful, kind of.
Well, absolutely. And this is what we have been trying to get across, is that what the powers that be give you is never going to be the truth. It's never going to be the truth. It's a distortion. Why? Because they rule through fear and lies. And here we could read this. This is Father Malachi Martin on the real third secret of Fatima. He says, because Fatima is a very apocalyptic message, it says, no matter what happens, there are going to be terrible wars, there are going to be diseases, whole nations are going to be wiped out. It's going to be 3 days of darkness, going to be epidemics that will wipe out whole nations overnight. Parts of the earth will be washed away at sea in violent tornadoes and storms. Not a nice message at all. And really, what I say to him is he's full of shit. Just plain and straight, because the message is nice. It's the exact opposite. They are sowing the seeds of fear in the collective consciousness of everyone. They are making everybody think that they have to feel guilty. Guilt, guilt, guilt. It's all your fault. You're going to be punished by God. And that's not the case at all. The only ones doing the punishing are the controllers themselves, with their weather modification, with all the plagues that come upon the land. People are waking up to this fact. It's not all about gloom, doom, and darkness. No, the message is exactly the opposite. So they say, the first secret is not really what we could consider a secret in our common understanding. It's important to note that this is because there are not so much secrets of Fatima in reality, but visions of Fatima. The first secret of vision was of hell, and that's not the case. As Buddha said, the only hell that exists in the minds of those that believe in it. No, the Blessed Virgin did not show the kids a vision of hell. That is, again, the controllers lying. Just straight out. Absolute lies. Through, again, their famous tactics they use all the time. Fear. You can't trust these beings. The second secret is more along the lines of what we think a secret involves. And it talks about World War I, that isn't going to be the war to end all wars, that another war was coming, and it was going to be worse. And of course, 1871, we're told there's going to be 3 world wars by a 33rd degree Mason. These things are all planned. We have a Rothschild who's actually right there, front and center, in bringing about the restoration of Israel. It wasn't God that did that, and some will say, well, it's God acting through the Rothschild. No, it's the controllers doing what they know is going to cause more war, bloodshed, and division. This is their playbook. And so there's all sorts of guesses about the third secret, one being it was going to be the assassination of a pope, and others saying it's going to be NUKE war, 3 days of darkness, etc., etc., etc. No, the third secret is beautiful. And the first 2 that were given are just lies, straight out. This is another one talking about, basically hellfire, damnation, and NUKE war. And here you see prophecies of Fatima confirmed, and it gives dates even. Between 1999 and 2003, most of life on the planet would suffer horribly and die. Hasn't happened yet, guys. Return of Christ will occur in 2011. Hasn't happened. And he wasn't all about a blood sacrifice and coming back to rule as king on earth. Oh my God, that's sacrilegious. How could you say that? Well, how could you trust it when it comes out of the controllers' mouths? Again, look to who is giving you this. If you are believing the scripture as it is written today, you might as well believe every word that comes out of the WEF. You might as well. You might as well trust the UN or the WHO. Again, the two largest religions on this planet is modern Christianity and Islam. They make up 2/3 of the world's population. Who's in control of the world? Satan? Don't you think that would be his religious system of preference? Well, let's see. What does it say? Well, in Islam, it says that God created man to serve him. Well, that's basically what the Anunnaki stories say. Man was created to be a slave race for the gods, the Elohim, the Anunnaki. And again, everything gets distorted because, the true Elohim are benevolent, like star beings, light beings. It's all a distortion, but hey, we're on Satan's playground right now. Satan's the one in control of this system. So why in the world would you think the most popular forms of religious expression are going to be actually valid? Hello. It's indoctrination. These guys. Do you trust them? Do you trust them? We know what's going on in their little secret societies, doing all their rituals and rites. They know how the universe works. They know how to influence people. They know how to beg for help from dark forces. And they pass on this knowledge through their secret societies. Only the people that get to the very, very top get to really understand the big picture. But they're all under the control of these same beings. Kingship given to us from on high. There's a time when the gods left, and then kingship was passed on to humans. And again, not all gods are created equal. And many will say the God Most High and then start referring to Yahweh. Really, you're talking about beings that are not so nice when you're talking that's the controllers there. And so, we think that the controllers are going to come save us from the controllers. That's not too logical. But again, it's the indoctrination. People are waking up. We know change has to come, and we're not going to stand for it anymore. People are understanding the division and the corruption. The system, irrevocably, completely broken, has to go. Has to go. But they're trying to make us all shut up. Why? Because they don't want us spreading the reality. And the reality is their time is running out. They only have so much time left. And then we look at these numbers. They're always trying to terrify us. They're always trying to scare us. And they're always trying to blame us for doing it to ourselves.
Mm-hmm. They are. And they make a case for it where so many people who are trying to do the right thing and are doing the right thing, they've made such a case that they're actually blaming themselves. So, so many people who are not awake are blaming themselves because of the powers that are telling them how horrible they are. And that's just not true. So I really feel now is the time to understand that we are free, sovereign beings and rise up and out of the control grid and understand some things that the control grid, I really don't like this feeling that everything we look at out there, we have to view with a skeptical eye. Unfortunately, that's just the world we live in right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we're going to share with you what we got from Mary, and it'll be starting shortly here.
I understand that you are wishing to know more about the third secret of Fatima. There are energies and informations that are coming through your collective at this time that are expressing great concern with your controllers. Your evolutionary path is one that will break away from the control grid. This is what I was sharing with these little children. I told them there will be a time in their life of evolution beyond their imaginations. These energies are not to be bounded by any one timeline. However, I felt these energies might come through during their lifetime or shortly thereafter. I wish for all of you to allow me to take your insecurities, to take your anger and worries. It is my time to take them for you. I have watched your evolution for many, many years. I have waited for this time to come where I will see you evolve beyond your imagination. Your controllers have kept these secrets. I have told these secrets to be handed down very quietly, as they would not be exposed in a manner that would have them completely hushed. These children did tell those that they trust of these evolutionary leaps that you would be taking at this time. Many of you are going through these pains of evolution, and we understand the difficulties, the pain that the human body goes through emotionally, physically, is very confusing, and it makes you very uncertain of your path. But I do assure you, these energies that are being transferred to you during this time are going to allow you to emerge a free and sovereign being, moving forward. One simply needs to allow themselves this path. I also spoke to the children of possible changes to your planet, changes she would experience that could cause concern. These changes are coming very rapidly. Anyone who has given you a time for these changes to occur are not being fully honest, as we cannot give you a time. We can see the nature of humanity. We can see your species progress by these progressions. We can tell you that Earth herself is going through these adjustments. We wish for no one to panic. We wish for you to find your light find your harmony, your peace. Let me have your worries. It is my time to help you now, as I have waited for this time. These energies that are disturbing your human body are also disturbing your mother. She can feel your distress. We ask that you, wherever you are, shine your light and allow difficulties to pass by you. These are the secrets I shared with these children. No one could be absolutely sure of the time involved, but from seeing humans and their reactions, we feel now is the time of these earth changes. This is the time for them to occur. There could be impacts of asteroids within the next 10 years to your Earth. We do not feel that these are going to cause so much destruction that it will wipe out humanity. However, we do feel it will bring much change that is needed in your control system. By what I have witnessed from your human bodies, this time is coming close. This is a cyclical energy, only to be viewed and transmitted when the time is close, and your vibration needs to be risen. This will help your local immediate area. I beg you, please, do not stress and worry. Allow me these energies. Your time right now is to evolve. I am wanting you to accept this information with open love and the ability to walk past any uncertainty. Embrace your fellow man with love. The energies that are coming will bring an automatic separation between you and those who control your planet. This is a natural progression that they cannot avoid, yet they try, because it is in their nature. I do hope you find it in your nature to find peace and live your life with purpose and gratitude. Allow that nurturing energy to come, for this is the time. Humanity will change. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary. Namaste.
Namaste.
So that was the message from Mary.
You know, the buzzing that I felt through Mike and through this channeling was amazing. So I hope you guys do also feel that frequency, those energies that come out from the mother, the divine feminine. This was a really powerful channeling for me, and my other experiences have been when I do channel this powerfully, healing occurs, and it's occurred in me, and it's happened to me before. And sometimes, I've gotten really emotional, especially when it's these high energy beings that I'm channeling. So I hope this benefits you in as many ways possible.
And so, the reality of some serious earth changes, this is what we've been feeling. Like, most of what we've seen right now has been almost a 50-50 mix between the real and the manufactured. And that which is real has been augmented to be more than it would have been otherwise. But there are some things that are coming, and it's fascinating because it really hit me when one person that's very, very much in the know, that we know is extremely in the know, wanted to know about Durga. And that hit me, and I know he's probably listening right now, and I think he understood too, because Durga in the Hindu mythology is all the mother goddesses rolled up into one. And it's said that at the end of every Kali Yuga, she comes. And so, for those of you that follow Tool, and, that famous line, Mom's going to wash it all away. In some senses, yes, but Mom doesn't want to hurt any one of her children. Mom needs to wash the system away, and the system will be washed away. The reason why they don't want this getting out is because, what does it say? Well, it says that their time's almost done. They're not going to be able to stop this. Humanity is regaining abilities that have been shut off for thousands of years. And Cindy was getting things like telepathy. Even telekinesis is going to be just common. We're all going to have the ability to do things that might seem to be superhuman, but they're not really. They're just humans' full potential. And they are completely human in other ages other than Kali Yugas. So our DNA is being turned on by these energies. The energies are coming from the real, true Most High God, which is, source, the source of all things. And that can't be named. Anytime we're naming something, it's not source. It's just that simple as well. It's all part of the control system. Put the blame on us. Start with original sin. Go from there. Make us think that we deserve to be punished. And then they'll do the punishing all day long. So it's humanity waking up. That's the ultimate secret. And the fact that their time is borrowed. And so even though we can see their full court press, to use a basketball term right now, they're pushing as hard as can be because they recognize the season, right? That's a prophetic thing. You might not know the day, but you could tell the season. Well, we're in season, guys. It's time. It is time. And this makes them terrified because the last thing they want to lose is control.
I really, what I hear from this and understand from this is allowing yourself, allowing those energies to pass through your body and pass by, and allow them to just pass on through you and away from you so that you can evolve. That's what I really heard is, the worry, the angst, the hurt, the stress, all of these things are going to not help our evolution. So I believe this is why she's asking for us to release our woes unto her so that we can evolve. She wants to see us evolve.
Absolutely. And evolve we shall. Those that don't choose to take the path of the controllers. And again, they try to lay it out there. They lay it all out there for you. And they try to trick you into choosing their path and their way, the counterfeit way. And so we look to the Hopi prophecy and we see the warriors of the rainbow. When the earth is ravaged and the animals are dying, a new tribe of people shall come unto the earth. from many colors, creeds, and classes, and who by their actions and deeds shall make the earth green again and renewed again, and they shall be known as the warriors of the rainbow, because there's no one right dogma. It's time to get that buried. That needs to go. You cannot hold on to dogma and ascend out of the darkness. Dogma is something of the dark age. It's of the Kali Yuga. The message of Yeshua was not about blood sacrifice. It was about love, compassion, the heart chakra, the ascension mysteries, learning how to raise our vibrations and escape the dark dungeon masters that have been, lying to us and keeping us captive. Mm-hmm. And this is the ultimate message of Fatima. Now's the time, and their time is just about done.
And you know what I believe is so beautiful and powerful is we've worked with so many people, and there's been children that have been born, and I've heard about these children firsthand by people, how they're so amazing and they can see into the ether and they carry these special energies with them. And not only that, so many of you that I work with are very much like these people of the rainbow. And when you shine your light, you are infecting the next person. You are activating the next person to shine their light. And this is how this moves on. So we're all here right now, and things are just getting better.
So the next time somebody accosts you and says to you, you're a worthless sinner and, you're destined to hell, you have to do this, you just say, no. The truth source of all lies within me, and is glad that I'm a unique individual, is glad that I'm a nonconformist, is happy that it's able to express itself in a unique way through me, not that of a clone or a cyborg. Or worse.
And I like to say, just be yourself, because everybody else is taken.
As always, guys, thanks for your support on Ko-Fi and Patreon. Check out Medicinal Foods, link on every video. Much love. May the true source of all bless you, and may the energies of the Divine Mothers guide you in these times. Namaste.
Namaste.